Hello everyone, welcome back. Whew. Help me out of this. Please put my ego to the side. I do not want to hear from my ego at this time. I hope y'all are doing well. I appreciate your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscriptions, the positive energy that you've shown me. I love reading the comments, you guys. I think it's good to have a safe place of dialogue to know that you're not alone, right? This journey isn't easy, but it is just that, a journey. But I'm glad that you all are finding your tribe, because not everyone's gonna understand. All right, Spirit, what do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of? What messages do you have for the collective at this time, Spirit, please? And thank you. All right, let's dive in. Let's see what's here. That dang Seven of Swords, I'm telling you. Spirit, what else do you have for the collective? What's the collective need to know and be made aware of? Goodness. What do you have for the collective, Spirit, please? I'm gonna get a couple more cards. Okay, that flipped out in the deck. I'll just lay that down. Also flipped out in the deck. All right, I think we got plenty here. All right, I love seeing this at the bottom of the deck, all right? So yeah, the Ace of Pentacles just means that there is some sort of opportunity coming in that's really being handed to you. I mean, it's something that's you're deserving of, because maybe it feels like there have been things and opportunities that have been kept away from you. And it's like, okay, universe, God, spirit, when is it going to be my turn? Like, I've put in a lot of work. I've put in a lot of effort. I know that on the back end, there has been energies trying to stop me from, what's rightfully mine. What I know that I've been pursuing, and I wouldn't have been pursuing it just because there was nothing else to do. This was like a passion-fueled project or something that you've been working on, or just something that you've really, really invested a lot into. And I feel like whatever this Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, this is overall energy for the entire reading. But that means that it's coming your way. And I want to say buckle up, Buttercup, because it's coming in quickly from what I'm understanding here. But let's go ahead and see what else is going on here. I already know what this is kind of pinpointing itself to, but I want to look at the unknown, like the cards that are face down, what we don't see coming. But let me turn these over and then we'll kind of migrate over to the right side. So that's exciting. Alrighty, so here we are. Now, this Queen of Cups reverse energy, this is someone who is hoping for some sort of resolution from what I'm understanding here. Now, that Three of Swords has to do with sadness, heartbreak, betrayal. Like, will I ever get out of this, this energy of woe is me, is what this Queen of Cups reverse is saying. So it's kind of like a place to where maybe I want to say rock bottom, but I don't feel like it's rock bottom like their world is crumbling. I feel like it's just kind of things have settled on top of this Queen of Cups energy to where they're really, it's like gray outside. Like there's no immediate sunshine and rainbows and happy times. Like it's really like depressing here, this energy. All right, let me slide this over because I need to go ahead and jump over here and see what's going on with this. All right, so that Fool card did flip out inside of the deck. So we know the Fool card means that there's a brand new opportunity. There's a new fresh start happening. But the only thing with the Fool card in the upright, it just means that there's going to be some sort of caution with this. Only thing is because it's like, even though you're getting this new start, there's still some sort of baggage that's coming along with that. And with any fresh start, you don't really want to carry stuff from the past into this new beginning, right? So that's kind of what this Fool card is representing in the upright. But let's see what might be the hindrance here. Let me move this here. So, hold on. I don't want to speak out of turn. So yeah. All right, so what's the gist of this? What's the gist of this, and where are we going, Spirit? Where are we going with this energy here? All right. All right, you guys. So I'm kind of matching energies, matching illustrations, and, you know, the cards. And right now, this King of Pentacles naturally is connecting to this Ace of Pentacles, but not in the way that you think. Because what I'm feeling energetically is that this was some sort of stop. This was some sort of block from this King of Pentacles. This was some sort of paying someone, a situation, place, or thing, or, you know, putting or investing into an energy to try to stop you, because that Magician card reverse is right next to that energy. And then to the right of that is the Four of Swords. It's like something being laid to rest here. Something or someone or a situation. Now, that Hierophant reverse is right next to that Magician reverse. So it's like that's not a good look in itself. The fact that this King of Pentacles is in the upright, I feel an arrogance coming from this energy as to them thinking that they had the power, and I want to say the audacity, to think that they could control the narrative of your life. You know, did they try to play God? Did they think they were God? And then with the Magician reverse, it's like that manipulation of energies. That's, I'm going to do what I want to do, no matter who it's going to hurt and how it's going to affect them, says the King of Pentacles. I don't care. I look good, I smell good, I got it going on. You can see the designer labels that I'm wearing. Look at me, I'm clean. This was all surface level stuff, 3D, low vibrational skill sets, right? Because it's all about what does my appearance look like? Like, how well am I going to be able to pull this off, to be able to get that pentacle and to stay on top? Because really, I have no other skills other than scamming people is the energy that I'm feeling here with this. Now, this Knight of Swords reverse here, this is very erratic. Like, this is unsafe territory here, because this is an energy of someone coming in, or a situation or an energy, but it's not been well thought through. It's erratic, it's spontaneous, but it possesses and holds some sort of direct, you know, it could be anger, it could be, you know, oh, they're not gonna get away with this, or, you know, okay, like somebody grabbing a gun. I'll just be clear, because that's like the worst case scenario. It's like you're not even thinking straight. Like, why are you, first of all, why do you have a gun? Second, I mean, it's okay to have a gun, of course, but in this energy here, it's like, why is your life that intense that you feel like you need a gun, and it's not even registered at that? So you didn't even take any classes, you didn't go get your license for it, you didn't find out the best ways to properly use this thing, you just got it off of the street, the serial numbers are scratched off, but now you feel like you need this weapon. Why am I going here? There's a reason. Like, why are you, like, that's the level of erratic, irresponsible energy that's coming from this Knight of Swords right here, with this King of Pentacles involved in this. And that Nine of Wands is a telltale story, because the Nine of Wands just, you know, is all about that stalker energy. It's almost like, let me stop here and take a break. I know I've been working towards something and I'm almost at the 10, but I just want to pause right here. But while I'm here, what are they doing while they're there, while they're paused there? You know, are they staking the place out? Are they contemplating, like, do I want to keep going because I know where this can go, but am I willing to take that risk? Is that Nine of Wands? I'm going to get some clarifiers on this, but that whole pulling the gun thing, and that came up for a reason. I will tell y'all a dream I had. I mean, this was last week sometime, you know. There was a warehouse scene or a abandoned building construction scene. It seemed like it was in like a city, maybe kind of off the beaten path a little bit. But there was ammunition, somebody looking for boxes of ammunition. It felt like it was like a hangout for like a gang, or for not even a gang, but just for a clique, a group of people who, you know, first of all, this wasn't really a good meeting place because it was an abandoned building. So you already know it's shady and seedy as all get out. But there were guns there, and there were, you know, there was like some sort of shooting there. And this was last week, so I really don't have all the details, but you know, now that the gun's coming up in this reading, it, you know, it kind of makes me wonder, was there something that this King of Pentacles involved themselves in that had to do with that gun energy that I picked up here? With that Knight of Swords reversed. You know, the channeling, the talking just comes out and I go with it. And then to confirm that dream that I had last week, possibly, I don't know, Spirit, can you clarify these energies here at the bottom or wherever it is? Let the cards fall as they may for clarification, please and thank you. All right, I feel like I'm about to find something out here. Y'all bear with me. Look, thief and expectation. So were robberies occurring here? Did somebody lose their life over said robbery? Because that Four of Swords can indicate that, but I got more swords over here because these fell out before this energy, I believe, but I chose to go from left to right because that's how energetically I was feeling the flow here. And mature man at the bottom of the deck. So, y'all, I picked up on this before. Did a mature man lose their life here? And there's some sort of cover up? And I mean, if y'all want me to identify the video that I talked about this in, excuse me, I know it was an energy surrounding the community saying, what happened to Mr. John, or whoever's name I chose to use at that time in the reading. There was an energy surrounding this, you know, this disappearance. So that's coming back up right now. Listen. There's some strings that are tying up for me right now, just based on past energies. Let me see what this is, because yeah, it's almost like I'm being tipped off. But I just, you know, it has to make sense to me. It has to be like clear for me before I speak it. All right, here we are. Look at this. So I know that Seven of Swords was the first card to fly out. In the beginning, like that was the first card to fly out. But I chose to save this area for last. Now, these kind of piled out on top of each other. But let's walk through this. So, you know, that Seven of Swords just has to do with somebody who's deceiving. So, you know, we have the Thief card, but the Seven of Swords is more or less their thoughts of how they're going to get their next come up. And it's going to involve them doing something that's morally corrupt, right? Like something they shouldn't be doing if they were a good person. But this is all about advancement, getting ahead no matter who they hurt. You know, I was in that energy earlier somewhere over here. No matter who gets in the way, it's all about them and what they want to get. And they spend so much time thinking about it and thought of their next come up, their next bag. You know, who are they going to have to run over to be able to get what it is that they want? And the balance card is here, so this could indicate a Sagittarius. Excuse me. But overall, balance just means like somebody wanting their just due. If I speak specifically about this energy going on with this Temperance card, they want their just due, whether they deserve it or not. Right? But they feel like it's going to bring them back on top. And I say back on top because there's always this undercurrent. There's always this them falling short. There's always this in a place of loss, right? There's always them in this back to zero, that Fool card. And I said zero. I wasn't even looking at the zero on the Fool card, but I was over here. Okay, anyway. So back to nothing, right? To have to kind of rebuild and start over. But the way that they do it is not from being, you know, a responsible citizen or a good person. They always try to build on somebody else's coattails or somebody else's opportunity, somebody else's come up. That's how this energy works with that Seven of Swords especially. Now, the Ten of Swords just has to do with a lot of burdens, carrying these mental burdens with you. And I feel like this is that energy of whoever it is that is responsible for causing a lot of heartache and headaches for people around them. They carry the weight, excuse me, they carry the weight of that along with them every single day. Now, Judgment is here, and then the Three of Wands is here. But then the Page of Wands reversed is here. So let me... hold on just a second. Spirit, what is this information here? Show me. All right, so there's some sort of contemplation here. There's some sort of pacing the floor, back and forth energy here because they're scared, they're afraid, they don't know what to do. There's so many thoughts going on right now in their mind. Should I break out? Should I leave? Should I stay? Should I make myself disappear? Should I change my identity? Like, what should I? And it's this energy, back and forth. Like them literally like pacing the floor, like wearing the carpet out, pacing the floor, all in their head. Well, I mean, that would make sense because the Judgment card is here because time's up, right? Judgment means it's time to come clean. It's time to come clean. You have no choice at this point. It's like when you're a child and they tell you when you go to heaven, quote unquote, there's a list there and they're going to tell you all of your afflictions or everything that you did, you know, and whether you can get in or not. That's kind of what's happening here. You know, especially with that Ten of Swords, that stuff that they're carrying, and then knowing that they got to pay, they got to answer for all of those afflictions that they dished out. So Judgment being here, and then the Three of Wands, hoping for an entryway in, hoping that there's still going to be some sort of, what's the word? I don't want to say justice, but leniency maybe, because they know they don't deserve to be, you know, in heaven amongst the angels. They know they don't deserve that. But this Three of Wands is like maybe them wanting to put in some sort of last minute ditched efforts to make things not be so hard, because when they get hit, you know, with whatever it is that they know is coming, because they're pacing the floor, they don't know what to do, which way to go. They're hoping that they can maybe fall to their knees and beg for some sort of forgiveness. Now, we can look at that, you know, physically, but this is action. Three of Wands are action. So it's like, what can I do to make this right? What can I do to fix this? So it's not coming from a place of emotion, because there are no cups here. Because this person has no emotions. They're emotionless. Where are the cups? Okay, the cups over here with this Queen of Cups. So who's the Queen of Cups in this scenario? Is it you? Are you the one that's depleted and, you know, in this gray area? While this energy here with this Temperance card, possibly Sagittarius energy, this King of Pentacles here as well, this energy. Oh, you guys. All right. Here was the come up. The King of Pentacles is Mr. John, whoever I referred to, like the missing person, the gun reference, the robbing. Possibly there was some sort of accidental murder, or maybe it wasn't an accident, but that was a come up with the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And they got an answer for that. Judgment is here. Judgment is here. They're pacing the floor. The erratic feeling I was picking up here, or where was it? Yeah. Well, it was both places, really. The pacing the floor was here, but over here was the gun stuff. Like thinking they needed to go get a gun, grab a gun, and then the clarifiers of the thief and expectation. Like, who's going to be the come up? Oh, this guy. But this could have been the king. Okay, the King of Pentacles, though, just could have been somebody who maybe this was somebody who I wanted to say was wearing the scarlet letter. Because they weren't, you know, they weren't like the Mr. Rogers of the neighborhood. They were somebody who was getting down and dirty. So maybe it didn't seem as morally corrupt to whomever was carrying the gun, or whomever was going to facilitate, you know, said robbery, if that was the case, or accidental shooting on, you know, is fine. Nobody's gonna miss them. They were an asshole anyway. So, wow, why am I saying this? Oh, yeah. Let me see if there are any more clarifiers, y'all. I do want to borrow from this deck again. Spirit, if you care to clarify anything else on the table, please, and thank you. All right, so main male is here, but it's crossing this energy here. So that would be possibly your person. And main male, I mean, it doesn't have to be gender oriented either. So it is whoever was the head of your life at one point, because it's the number 1 card. So that would mean somebody who was prioritized. All right, let me turn them over as they fell. Okay, so poverty in the reverse, meaning if I could just catch this next lick, I'll be able to come up for the short term, because it's always short term. They end up losing it. Courthouse at the bottom of the deck. High honor is just a card with, like, you know, a exclamation point behind it. High honor is like the highest of, you know, respects or achievements. I say respect, but then there are these huge, like, artillery weapons here. These, what do you call these, that shoot the cannon out? Anyway, I know y'all will tell me in the comments, and I'll probably remember after this recording. But this is just saying that this was just some sort of standout character, this King of Pentacles. And, you know, that would make sense, because they are, you know, it's about the appearance, you know, how can I look like money so I can obtain money and I can get money no matter how it comes? How can I attract more wealth? How can I go out and get it? You know, it's all about gain. It doesn't necessarily have to be material, but I know it's material in this scenario. You know what? This just feels like some sort of some sort of high class thug life stuff going on here. I mean, honestly, it's low level, but these were like people with like good jobs or something. You see what I'm saying? Like this wouldn't be like your typical, because I mentioned the gang earlier. I'm like, well, it's not really a gang because, you know, that means you have to wear colors and you have to be a part of it. And it's family orient, you know, it's generational, and, you know, they do a lot of, you know, it's seedy, but it's like exposed maybe. I don't know. I don't mean to sound ignorant. I don't know anything about it, so let me shut up. No disrespect. But this is like white collar crime here, is what I really meant to say. But it's some sort of community of it, like a clique, like a group. But this person pacing the floor possibly is your person, because they got caught up in this like something went too far. It went too far. But it was all out of greed, because they did, you know, poverty card reverse is right on top of that card, that Ace of Pentacles. Now, in the beginning, I know I was celebrating this Ace of Pentacles because, you know, that's a new opportunity. But then it got dark, y'all. That's not the opportunity that we want. And that is not the opportunity that we would want to be a part of. So this is your person's opportunity. Somebody's going to have to confess to something, but they're scared to death. They're scared to death, but they don't want it pinned on them. That's what it is. Especially with the gun reference, and then the dream that I had a couple of weeks ago. Because it just felt like a, you know, like a organization, like a small organization. You know, this meeting in a abandoned building off the beaten path is seedy, but it's smart though. There's some intellectuals on this force here, like this organization of crooks. They're like the crooks of the future, right? They're not like the crooks from the past, like the 90s, the early 2000s. Like they have evolved. So maybe they know hitters, they know people, they incorporate them in the group, people, you know, who are skilled, they know how to get away with things like far beyond, you know, what law enforcement would be able to like be right on. Like they're like advanced. But how advanced are they if somebody's getting hemmed up here? And rightfully so. Let me see if there's anything else here, you guys. Yeah, so I got some distractions in the background, so I'm a little bit limited right now. But anyway, if anything else comes along, you know, I'm going to keep you posted. But this is what we got on the table for now. All right, hope this helps.